Pokemon Go is a game with many different strategies and playstyles, some that are built intentionally into the game, and others that were never meant to be discovered, like spoofing your location, hatching eggs without walking, and even auto-trading Pokemon hands-free. Today we take a look at some Pokemon Go exploits that, once discovered, became major strategies that players use to get an edge on their grind. Remote raiding is the single most efficient way to get some of the best and most meta-relevant Pokemon in the entire game. But these Pokemon can be pretty hard to take down. Like Primal Kyogre during the Hoenn tour. We all felt that. It was literally impossible to defeat unless you had at least 10 people in your party with you. And the fact that you can only invite 5 people to a remote raid makes this all that much more difficult. Or does it? Introducing the Extra Invite exploit. This strategy allows you to send up to 10 remote raid invites for the same raid instead of the typical 5. And this is definitely one of the most useful hidden strategies in the game. Join the raid and invite 5 of your closest homies. At least one other person needs to be in the raid lobby for this next part to work. It doesn't have to be the people you remote raided, but at least one other person has to be in the lobby. Once the raid ticks down to 60 seconds, again, assuming that one other person is in the lobby, you want to back out of the raid and then join back into it. You'll then be able to invite another 5 people into the raid. Now, you'll have until the 30-second mark to send out these next 5 invites, so make sure you do it fast. But voila, you have invited 10 people to your remote raid, which should make it infinitely easier to take down. The next strategy is taking advantage of Pokemon Go's pretty much least used feature, AR+. AR is what this game is all about, and one of the major things that sets this game apart from all other video games. And to take it a step further, Niantic implemented an AR+ feature that makes catching Pokemon feel more real. It's a bit clunky, work in progress. But what it's best used for isn't making encounters feel real, it's making them happen fast. If you switch into AR mode while encountering Pokemon, you can fly through shiny checks on days like Community Day, Go Fest, Hoenn Tour, which is a life-changing strategy, especially if you're on a bus or in a car. Definitely not what this feature was made for, but absolutely the best and most efficient use case strategically. The only downside is that you'll have to angle your phone to kind of wherever the Pokemon is, so that you can actually see the spawns as you encounter them, but it's a small price to pay for one of the most efficient exploits in the game. These last few months have been encompassed by egg events. We had the shiny Pawniard release in the 12-kilometer eggs, and
oh my god! And we got a shiny!
Shiny Noibat in the 7-kilometer eggs.
Galarian mask? Yes! Yes, dude! It's the fridge!
And most recently, the Hoenn regionals in the 10-kilometer eggs.
Yes, dude! Oh my god! Finally we hatch a shiny, dude.
And not only are incubators expensive to continuously purchase, but eggs are kind of tough to continuously hatch. Having to walk multiple kilometers for only 9 hatches at a time makes for very difficult shiny hunts. Unless you've been blessed by the GPS gods with one specific thing: GPS drift. Since Pokemon Go is a game predicated on your GPS location, there's certain glitches like this that happen that really can help. GPS drift occurs when your device has a hard time pinpointing your exact GPS location, which causes your in-game character to walk around in circles, while in real life you're staying still. This typically happens in larger cities where tall buildings can impact the accuracy of the GPS, but also could just randomly happen due to the device, your location, who knows what else. Again, it's kind of like a random blessing to get, and if you can get it, it works! This is how I'm able to hatch so many eggs and get so many shinies for the YouTube videos. Except during the Hoenn tour. I walked for those. A lot. And one of the biggest questions that I get regarding these videos is simply,
how do you GPS drift?
Well, here's what I do. I'll just leave my tablet open on Pokemon Go and plugged into a charger. Then I'll walk away and just leave it open all day and all night and let it drift around and collect kilometers. And if my tablet stops getting GPS drift, I usually just open the game up on one of my newer phones, which sometimes also has drift. I'll switch between the two. And that's really it. No secret sauce. Try it for yourself and see if you have GPS drift. And if you don't have drift, there's another exploit that you can use that allows you to hatch eggs from home, not walking around as well. A strategy that I used a ton during the COVID pandemic to hatch as many eggs as I could. It's called the sock method.
Oh yeah.
Which sounds a little sus, I know, but hang with me here. If you go into your settings and then into general, there's a setting called Adventure Sync, which tracks your distance and your location while the game is closed. You have to make sure that this is turned on and that you're using a device that can track your fitness and your movement, like an iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy. Then you close the app, lock your phone, and shake it like it's hot. The reason why this is called the sock method is because you technically can put your phone into a sock and then swing the sock or shake the sock around in the air. Don't hit yourself in the head. But the best method is to mimic the movement of what it would be like to run with your phone in your hand. Kind of like, like this. It's like floppy. What will happen is your phone will register the movement as you running, and it will estimate the speed at which you're moving and how much distance you've traveled moving at that speed. Your phone will then send that data to Pokemon Go, who will apply that distance to your eggs kilometers. It's definitely a tiring strategy, definitely gives a good arm workout, but you can absolutely hatch bundles of eggs doing this if you've got the stamina. Trading is one of those features that is incredibly important strategically, but just takes so much time. Sitting there and trading 100 Pokemon, especially without being able to speed up or skip the trade animation, takes forever. It's too slow, and there's no way to speed it up. But there is a way to do it hands-free. Now, this strategy only works on Samsung, but if you have it, it is beast if you get it right. I'm gonna credit Pokedaxi on the explanation for this because he made a video fully outlining and fully explaining how to do this. I would check out his channel and check out that video if you wanna know in depth how this works. But generally speaking, here's how to do it. Step 1, have a Samsung device. Unfortunately, it only works on these. Sorry, Apple. Step 2, download an app called Good Lock, which essentially expands some of the touch features of your Samsung's Bixby thing. Then you'll open up Good Lock, click on Routines Plus, and download that app thingy into your phone. Now is where the magic happens, in Bixby Routines. This will basically allow you to set up an auto-tapping pattern that will then make you able to auto-trade. Just add a routine, set the if and then, which is explained in Daxi's video, then just record your tapping routine during an active trade, leaving a couple seconds between actions to factor in for lag. Save your recording, set how many times it should repeat, and then set it loose. And bam, your phone will sit there auto-trading Pokemon for you, which is huge after big events like Community Day when a super meta-relevant Pokemon like Larvitar has been spawning all day and you caught hundreds of them. Being able to auto-trade or just trade those back and forth with someone for extra candies, XL candies, and good IV Larvitar and Tyranitar is super important. So automating that process is chef's kiss 9000 IQ. The single most useful exploit in Pokemon Go history, which I hope they never patch, is quick catching. Quick catching is a way to speed through certain in-game mechanics and animations in order to catch Pokemon significantly faster. And there's a couple strategies to make it even quicker. This must-use strategy exploits Pokemon Go's AR Plus feature, which is core to this game. Funnily enough, the reason why AR functionality and AR Plus functionality is so important in Pokemon Go isn't because people use it to make Pokemon feel more real. It's because people use it to exploit it, to play more efficiently. Okay, so fast catching, super easy. All you do is tap on a Pokemon, put your thumb down on the berry button, use the ball, throw the ball, let go or swipe the berries over, tap out of the berry screen, and then hit the flea in the top left. And bam, as you can see, we caught the Sandshrew. And there's a way to make this even faster using AR Plus. You first want to go into your settings and then into AR and make sure Niantic AR is turned off. Then when you encounter a Pokemon, turn AR on, which, check this out, speeds up the encounter so fast. Here's with AR on, bang. And then here is with AR Plus off. As you can see, there's about a 2-second buffer before you can actually throw the ball. Have AR Plus on for the Weedle, so much faster. Look at this, speed, so fast, speed. The reason why this is so much quicker and more efficient is because by using the AR Plus feature, you again skip that initial encounter animation, which is about 2 seconds per encounter, which really adds up. There's also apparently a way on a Samsung device to freeze your Pokemon screen in the AR Plus encounter, so that when you encounter a Pokemon in AR Plus, instead of having to look around to find the Pokemon and throw a ball at a Pokemon that's all over the place, the Pokemon just stays stuck right in the center of your screen. I don't exactly know how to do that, so sorry. I've seen that before, and that is ridiculously efficient if you could figure that out. The next exploit is one that I want to talk about carefully because it is 100% cheating. In the Niantic Terms of Service, it states, cheating includes but is not limited to any of the following behavior, including using any technologies to alter or falsify a device's location, for example, through GPS spoofing. Spoofing has been one of the most popular exploits in Pokemon Go history since the game launched back in 2016. It allows you to essentially falsify your location so that you can catch Pokemon anywhere in the world, or use a joystick to basically joystick your way around the world without having to leave your house. Again, it is against the rules, and you can and probably will get banned if you do it, which would suck because we all work super hard for our Pokemon collections. And those are several Pokemon Go exploits that became fundamental strategies in the game. If you enjoyed this video or have used any of these exploits, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and check out these other videos on screen. Thank you for watching. Good luck grinding.